Hi guys, Alistair Taylor down here at Living Golf Academy, and today I'm going to show you how to release the golf club perfectly. Right then guys, so releasing the golf club, I don't mean throwing the golf club down the range or down the golf course. One or two of you might be quite good at that already. It's about that timing through impact of how we use the body, the arms and the club effectively to really transfer energy from the club to the golf ball, controlling the club face, controlling the loft to give you the best way of influencing the ball how you want. It's something that the best players in the world are fantastic at, and maybe a lot of club golfers out there aren't quite as good as they could be. But in today's video, I'm going to give you a couple little drills, a couple little feelings on how it's going to help you release the club perfectly. So guys, if this is your first time down watching one of my videos, welcome down to Ali Taylor Golf. I hope you're enjoying today's content. If you are, consider clicking the subscribe button. Remember to ring that notification bell and then you'll find out when I release a new video. But for now, let's get on with how to release the golf club perfectly. Right then guys, so releasing the golf club. Lots and lots of things you hear about there. We hear about how it's kind of turning the body in a particular way. It's using the hands in the correct way through golf swing. But really it's about timing that combination between how the body turns, how the hands and arms work, and how we get that club delivered into the golf ball. So probably two of the major issues I see with guys is that when they swing down, first of all, the body keeps going, the hands and arms keep going, and that club face gets very, very open at impact, and the shot would probably get very, very close to the camera. The other negative I see is because guys are very aware that the club face is there, is that the body stops very, very early, the hands go very early, and that club face almost flicks past the hands, and we get some shots really, really going left. So I think the key is it's trying to understand and feel how you get the body, the hands, arms and the club releasing correctly to give you that best shot. So the first issue I think I see with most golfers is probably grip pressure. So I think for me, most guys definitely grip the club, almost strangle the club. And I think it's incredibly hard to kind of get any kind of timing when the grip pressure is very tight. Now obviously there needs to be an element of pressure, otherwise you would drop the golf club. But I think a great initial little drill is to feel just with a little half swing that as you swing back, the club's moving back, but already start the body moving towards the target. And what you should feel is that if the grip pressure's light enough, that the club continues to go, and you almost feel that that angle between the shaft and the right arm gets a little bit smaller. So very much kind of what golfers would discuss as creating lag in that downswing. So I think initially it's good to get that little feel and just feel that we can get a little bit of that. And I think once you can do a few practice swings of feeling the club still traveling backwards while the body works towards the target, hit some little shots like that and don't worry where these go. So definitely feel there that that club is still moving back, my body's moving forwards, and definitely feels that as I'm coming into impact, the shaft would be leaning much more forward. So one more of those. Yeah, so definitely get that little feeling in the backswing, but certainly for me there still feel like I'm adding a little bit of loft and kind of flicking at the ball with my hands. So certainly not maybe releasing the club as effectively as I could. So once we get that little feeling in the downswing, what we want to feel on the way down is that as we're coming into impact, almost as though the hands are slowing down and it's allowing the energy that we've created through the body to travel down into the club. And what you'd see with a lot of the best players in the world, certainly when you watch them face on, is that as they come into impact, the shaft is definitely leaning forward. But as they get kind of part way through, you would tend to see both arms extended and the butt of the club pointing up towards the sternum. So it's almost like we never see that with a top player, and we very, very rarely see that. So we're almost trying to feel that into that position. So that again would be something I would just rehearse a little bit. So we'll get that little change of direction at the backswing, and then that nice short follow through. And it definitely feels that the club's kind of really snapping into that shot. So let's try and hit a couple of little shots. Don't worry how far the golf ball goes. A little bit longer with my backswing than I wanted. But that's probably going around 140 yards, even with a very, very little swing. So again, let's do one more small one. Not quite as good there. Definitely felt a little bit more of that. So let's go one more. Try and feel a little shorter on the way through. That's better. And that was good. So now, here's the big key. Can I then transfer that into my full swing? So we're going to swing back, and as the club's going back, the body starts to go towards the target, and then we're going to feel that that club snaps through the bottom of the golf swing. So nice and easy. Nearly. Just a little bit to the right. Didn't feel as exaggerated as it did with the little half swing. So let's go again, really try to feel how we're releasing that club correctly. Okay. Oh, that felt superb. It definitely feels more speed. Definitely feels, for me personally, that the club's not getting past me too early on the way through. That's when I definitely feel that I get those left ones going. But I think for most guys, they don't really feel the body and the hands kind of slowing here. Everything keeps going, and they really lack that control on the club face. So a couple of little drills there to really help you feel how to release the club perfectly. Right then guys, so hopefully nice and simple there. I think for a lot of guys, it's that initial kind of understanding that it's maybe not just the hands that release the golf club, but then once you can do those two little drills, and I would definitely say do them stage by stage, work on the little feeling in the backswing first, then work on that feeling in the follow through. And if you can get better with that, you're definitely going to strike certainly shots off the floor, but even with driver, you're going to strike the ball better, have more club head speed, have more influence on where the ball goes, and it's just going to help you hit better golf shots and enjoy your golf a whole lot more. Okay guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, click the thumbs up, like and share it. Comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you don't currently subscribe, click the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. Follow me on all my other social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.